Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. If you're new around here, hello, my name is Sam and it's lovely to meet you. If you're not new around here, welcome back. So today I'm going to be ranking my eyeshadow palettes that I tried in the month of April, and can you believe it? I only have 3 new eyeshadow palettes to rank. 3. What's going on? So basically I bought Angie's new brush collection and I wanted to try these with so many different formulas, so I ended up using a lot of my other palettes throughout last month, and I actually had a lot of fun just using those palettes. I did use one towards the end of the month, maybe like the last couple of days of April. That was the Forest Heart from Salem Cosmetics and Smink. I haven't ranked this in this collection just because I only used it that once at the end of the month, so I need to use that a couple of times this month and so I can rank it at the end. If you love eyeshadow palettes as much as I do and you love ranking videos, then please don't forget to stick around. Please don't forget to hit like, hit subscribe and turn that notification bell on, and let's just get into it. I just say the hair. This hair is not hairy, and I'm just going to show you what I did. I used my hair oils as I have been doing. That was absolutely fine, no problems. Washed it all out, absolutely fine. And then I used this, and I found it in my drawer, and I have been not using my heat defense spray, so I really wanted to use something, so I used this. This is the Cloud9 Magical Quick Dry Potion. Oh my god, look how greasy, and I washed this hair yesterday. Look how greasy my hair looks. It is awful. I'm going to throw it away, but it'll be in a video coming up, like a faves and fails, and believe me, I'm going to just give you a hint that that is a massive fail. It's awful. I can't remember. It's also supposed to be a quick dry potion. My hair's thick and it took the same amount of time. So I've ordered me, I have to wash it. I'm dyeing it tonight, so I need a heat protection on it. So I've ordered the GHD one, which I've heard is amazing. So that'll be in next month's video if it's any good. But let's just get back to this video, and this is ranking those 3 palettes. If you are wondering about the eyeshadow look, I am wearing all 3 of these palettes plus 1 single. I'll show you that when I get to it. I thought ranking 3 palettes would be easy, but then when I was doing it, I was like, you know what, ranking my top 2 or 3 when I have such a bigger collection, I always find those ones so difficult, and I really did find it difficult, but they're ranked where they're ranked, and if you disagree, tough shit. Coming in at 3rd place is going to be the Give Me Glow Cosmetics Coral Nightlife, I think this one is called. This is just singles and they're placed into a palette. I think this is beautiful for blush. You can use some shades in here for blush, absolutely beautiful. I think this on a deeper skin tone would be amazing. These are they're quite similar shimmers, to be quite honest. So you don't have much variety with the shimmers, and then this is just like your normal kind of satiny shimmer. I don't even think I've used this one yet, to be quite honest. This yellow is beautiful. It reminds me a lot of the yellow in the Lauren May Beauty from Alden's Eye. Yeah, I created some lovely looks with this. I've used it as a blush. It's not a reason that it's coming in at 3rd place. It just, you know, I haven't used it as much as the other 2, and you'll see why. Coming in at 2nd place, I think a lot of people would have thought this would have been 1st, because I absolutely love this brand. They're my top favourite indie brand. I go on about them so much. I've just recently ranked all of my palettes from them, so you've probably guessed it by now. It is the Nomad Royal Europe palette. Between this one and the next one, I really couldn't decide. So these multi-chromes, guys, are absolutely out of this world, and if there was some different mattes in here, I think I would have ranked this 1st. But the only reason is there isn't that much difference between the mattes. It's very slight, although they are very beautiful and they blend like a dream. It's more of a blending out shade. They're also very mid to deep. There's no lighter shade. So if you're looking for something and you want that contrast of deep to mid to light, you're not going to get it from this palette. The multi-chromes in here though are so spectacular. This shade really annoys me here because I feel like these are all the deep shades, and for some reason the deeper shade is on the top. I don't know why. But yeah, that really sends my OCD through the roof, to be quite honest. I love the fact that we had some neutrals in here, and I do love this palette. There's nothing wrong with it. The mattes are pigmented, blendable. You know, there's nothing wrong with it. I just had to pick a reason why it would come second place, and that's it really. It's just the fact that it doesn't have those lighter mattes that I need sometimes when trying to blend out some darker shades. Coming in at first place, I don't think this one will be a shock to anyone. I have loved this palette. I think I've played with this palette now 4 or 5 times in the last month. I've loved it. I've mixed it with other palettes. I've used it on its own. I've just loved it, and it is a UK indie brand as well, so kind of, you know, have to give it up for the UK. This is the Arttitude Cosmetics Man Eater palette. I absolutely love the packaging. Packaging is everything, and the colour story is just as good. I mean, I love green eyeshadow, and there's a lot of green in this. The shimmers are so beautiful. I've only dipped into a couple of these like satin shimmers a couple of times, but these sparkly ones, this inner corner, this is the shade I use for the inner corner today. I love the fact that you have neutrals, even these pinky tones. You can create such a pinky neutral natural look. This pink, I did a neutral look when I did my 3 looks with this palette. I just used this and this, and it looked stunning. It looked so nice. Even the shade Kingdom, it has like a pinky reflect to it. Honestly guys, this palette has everything. If you are a neutral lover with a pop of colour, this palette is going to speak to you. If you are a colour lover who loves just dipping into neutrals, this palette is going to speak to you. It has all of your blending out shades. It has light shades, it has mid shades. This black is insanely pigmented, and these shimmers are just super sparkly, shifty, pigmented. I can't rave about this palette enough. This palette is absolutely incredible. 10 out of 10. Rux did an absolutely amazing job with this palette. She totally smashed it, and I just absolutely love it, and it had to come number 1. I would go through what I actually have on my eyes today. So I used the majority of the Man Eater, to be quite honest, and I actually used Nocturnal as my deeper green. I blended out with Wild. I used Untamed in the inner corner. For the purpley mattes, I dove into these 2 shades, just blended it out with this nice pinky shade up here. For that duochrome that I have right here, sorry, multi-chrome, I have the shade Royal Treasure. And then just for that green pop in the inner corner, I just wanted to play around with a different shade. So I do apologise. I hope nobody comes for me for doing that. But yeah, I dipped into, which one is this? Offshore Mist from Divina Cosmetics. And that's everything, guys. That is my 3 palettes ranked that I loved in the month of April, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye.